So you see various different things. If you haven't seen Ableton before, I'd get used to seeing this view. But what we're going to do before we get into making any music, we're going to go into the basic setup so you can actually start making the music, because it's the first step before the music. So how we're going to do that is we're going to go all the way up to where it says live at the top here and then press preferences. Now that's also if you press command and comma. But we're just going to do it the manual way today. So you come up with this preferences window here. Now it automatically goes to audio, and this is perfect because this is the one we want. So on audio, you've got your driver type, input device, and output device. Now your driver type is basically what drivers you'll be using to power Ableton. We're going to be using Core Audio, so the driver's installed in the computer, so it's nothing external. And then audio input and audio output devices. So input is basically any sound you're putting into Ableton, and output is basically how you're going to be hearing the results, so how you're going to be hearing it output, essentially. Now by default, I believe if you don't have a sound card, it automatically sets it on built-in microphones. If you just click this drop-down menu, you can just click that or click no device whatsoever. I'm going to keep it on this one, which is my desired one, and you've also got your output device. Now you can choose any that you want. Usually it comes in with built-in output, and that's basically the output that's coming out of your computer from the headphone jack. Or if you haven't got your headphone jack plugged in, it'll just be the speakers. So once you've got that all configured, and that's all good to go, and you've got the correct sound card, then you've got these down here. However, these for the moment aren't too important, but they're worth knowing when you get a bit further into the production stage and you'll be using a lot more CPU. So also if you want to change anything else in this, you can go up to the top and click look and feel. You can also change how zoomed in you are. So I'm just going to put that back to 125. You can change what color. This is all, not necessary to the music making process whatsoever, unless you feel that you need to have a brighter theme than really, really dark. That's up to you completely. Okay, so that's with the preferences. Now the way that I test you can hear it is if you just put the click on up here. So you press these two dots here and then just press play, and you should be able to hear a click showing that your audio configuration is correct. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you various parts of Ableton, from the top going down, tell you what they do, and then we'll get into showing you how you can start making music. So at the top here you've got like the BPM bar, I guess, whatever you would like to call it, and this is showing various things to do with the rhythm, BPM, how fast, slow the Ableton project will be. So this is the overall Ableton project BPM. So start from left to right, you've got link. Now basically what link does is not necessary at all, but if you have any external devices such as an iPad or so that will be using something that you want to connect with over Wi-Fi, you can use link, and it links the two what's called clocks. Now basically you have a master and you have a slave. So if you, for example, you want to control the BPM on an app you have on your iPad, from your iPad about this Ableton, you would click link and you'd make sure that the master clock is the iPad. Now that's a bit too technical, but that's, if you want to know more about it, I'd recommend looking up the link button. Now tap button is as simple as if you've got a rhythm that you want to work with in Ableton, but you can only click it through. You can just keep clicking it until you get to what you want. So apparently I was thinking more of 114 BPM. Now up here, this isn't that crucial to the making part of the music, but basically what this is say you're using this as a DJ tool. This is essentially a nudge, so it slightly decreases the speed of the tune just for that click and slightly increases it, so you can get more in time with external music that you're playing. Now this here is what's called your time signature. And basically what it means is, not going too in depth into music theory, if you've got your 4 beats and how many beats to make a beat.